Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
After a gain of 5 on 1st down, it is 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run once more. That's Harvey. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
That's caught left side by Ingram. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
At the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
That's another
A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Broncos.
At the 37-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Incomplete.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. This one complete to Sutton. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Nix. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there.
Incomplete.
And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Here's Logan Cook now. And John's a punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. To return, it's Mims. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return. before being forced out of bounds. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin first and 10.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They send Sutton in motion. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for our Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process. For a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 23
They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10.
So they're playing cover 2 man, Mike, so every underneath defender has to play inside leverage technique. That's the way they teach you. Play trail, be under the receiver, force that ball to be thrown deep up over your head. But his ball placement was on point, and that defender was just unable to make the play.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the give, this is Harvey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Here's Harvey. And he will get into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. Broncos are out to a 10-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive. They go play action for Lawrence. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Jacoby Myers was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. Handoff now for Harvey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 20. First down, Broncos.
And the Broncos first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Devon Hamilton up for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7. Play action now. It's Nix. This one to the tight end, Chapman. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice gain.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Second and 10. On the give, it's Harvey. There he goes. Inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Denver first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Toss left side, that's Harvey. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
A loss of 2.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw is Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 7. Throwing. Nix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Josh Hines Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
And with that sack, it should put an end to what's been a very promising drive up until this point. Great job of bend without breaking, getting yourself off the field when the opportunity presented itself.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will open up a 13-0 lead. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. It's the first time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy 1st down.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
That's another Jaguars.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he's in. What a drive. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is In the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jaguars are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Jaguars 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Broncos.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Denver first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Look wide. Get this one complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They send Sutton in motion. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to take over just before the half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one caught left side. That's strange. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime.
13 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Man in motion here is Washington. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They send a receiver in motion left. Lawrence now on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. It is 2nd and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. On the return, here's Mims. Whoa! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw. That is coming, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's a designed run. He takes off. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working out of the gun. It's Nick. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's another
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get about 2. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Nick's gonna keep it on the zone read. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's gonna bring up 3rd down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their 3rd quarter lead. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. They put Strange in motion. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Brenton Strange was his intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They send Sutton in motion. His drive will start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and the 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This guy's really in his zone right now, Mike. He's rushing with such confidence that it doesn't matter who they put on him. He thinks he's going to win every matchup, and with the rest of the time remaining here in the 2nd half, the offense is going to have to change some things up. It's less about who blocks him and how we block him, because right now, one-on-one, he's just not getting the job done.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught right side, it's Franklin. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 3. Now again, on the ground. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Broncos first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and 3. Here's Nix to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That's holding at the 2. And he's in. Tyler Bidet. Touchdown, Broncos. Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2.
The Broncos
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead.
Pretty evident that they felt the weakness of this rush defense was on the perimeter. A simple toss play gets the back out there so fast. They secure the edge, and it just becomes a foot race, and he walks in for an easy 2 points.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy. Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need to really find our rhythm and timing.
That's brought in by Myers. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
62 yards.
A big play for Jacksonville. 62 yards.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Man in motion here is Washington. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. To throw is Lawrence. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Jaguars 17.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And a decent return there. Could get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he works 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
So, from the 37, here's second and 1. They'll stick with him again. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Second down. Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw them the ball, and for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
They get 21 on that one. First down, Broncos.
15-yard line.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Play action now. It's Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You've got to capitalize and make those plays.
And that is incomplete.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're going to start with it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. Up the sideline to the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Second down, Lawrence. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Back to throw. Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now Lawrence. And he will score! Game on! Brenton Strange! Touchdown, Jaguars!
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are back within 6.
Jaguars 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Nix from the gun on third down. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On fourth down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. And deep to return, that is Parker Washington. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. Open right side. That strains the tight end. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
A gain of 14. And a Jaguar first down.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it is Strange. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
The RPO, that one is complete, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Man in motion here is Washington. On first down, Lawrence. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
Here comes second down. Here's ETN. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was roughed right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Now ETN. And he is going to have a Jags first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Pull the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw, so ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.